Hey all, hope you're all doing well and staying safe out there. Today we've got a video on two pedals that are my favourite drive pedal of all time, that being the BluesBreaker style pedal. So I've got two BluesBreaker style pedals here to shoot out. I looked on YouTube and there wasn't a shootout like this anywhere. I was surprised that there wasn't a shootout between these two pedals, so I thought I've got them both now, so I would make that shootout for everyone. So pedal number one is the Mooer Blues Crab, which is based on the original Marshall BluesBreaker pedal. So that was a pedal that came out in the 90s at some point. It's famously used by John Mayer, above all people, and it's basically it's not like a clean boost, but it's a transparent overdrive with not a lot of gain on it. So it works well as a boost. It works well just to give your amp a little bit of grit or a little bit of dirt. It reacts to your guitar really well, whether you got single coils or humbuckers. It's a beautiful type of pedal to play that original Marshall BluesBreaker type circuit. So this Mooer Blues Crab is not only kind of looks like it with the font and color, but sounds a lot like that old Marshall BluesBreaker pedal. As does the New X Morningstar Overdrive, which is a few years old now. It came out a few years ago, which is also a Marshall BluesBreaker style pedal. So they're both mini pedals. They're both based on that transparent, low gain overdrive that the Marshall BluesBreaker pedal is famous for. If you don't know what a BluesBreaker pedal is, or you want to learn more, go check out JHS Pedals. They did a really good video on it. So let's go through these pedals and see what they're like, see what their features are, and then we'll hear them. So here are our two mini pedals, the Mooer Blues Crab and the New X Morningstar, both BluesBreaker style overdrives. So let's start with the size. You can see the New X is a little bit taller and a little bit fatter. So not quite as mini as the Mooer Blues Crab, although it doesn't really make a difference. They're both still very small, and they're both smaller than a normal size pedal. And this is even small for a normal size pedal anyway. So that just shows how small these pedals are. The Mooer Blues Crab is black with the blue fonts, which is styled to look very reminiscent of that Marshall BluesBreaker pedal. I'll put a photo up so you can see it. It's just got level, tone, and gain, again, like the original pedal. Super simple, super straightforward. Can't really get a bad sound out of it. The New X Morningstar obviously looks very different. Level, tone, and drive controls, just like this, except they're all in different places, as you can see. This does have a shine feature, though. When you hold down the foot switch, that shine feature turns on, and it adds a nice top-end sparkle, or what they're calling shine, to the tone. So without the shine, and you're about to hear it, but without the shine, the New X Morningstar is quite a bit darker than the Mooer Blues Crab. So in terms of quality, well, they're both mini pedals of the Chinese variant. So, you know, they're more affordable than a lot of other pedals out there. The New X Morningstar is about $80 brand new. The Mooer Blues Crab, $80 to $100, depending on where you look. They're both made in China, as I said. I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't care where my pedals are made as long as they sound good. If you care, I don't know why you care. The quality is pretty much the same on both of them. They both feel pretty good quality. You're not going to stomp through, 3 or 4 throughout the year like you might with a Behringer pedal or something like that. They're going to last you a while, especially if you look after them. They're probably not for the person who's doing a 40-day world tour, but for the everyday man, they're absolutely perfect. They're not going to break on you. They're going to be good to go. So let's cut to some sound samples. So how we're going to do it is I've looped 2 tracks on my Artist Strat guitar. So one is on the neck pickup and one is on the bridge and middle pickup. You're going to hear them both now. So they're playing through a looper, so I can change the controls on the pedals as we go. You're going to see what I mean in a second, but it's just so you can see kind of a vast scope of the tones that you can get from these pedals. Then I'm going to do some playing with my PRS SE Custom 24, so you can hear it with some humbuckers. That's not going to be looped, that's just going to be me playing and turning them on and off. them, and hopefully you've come up with some opinions for yourself. I will share what I think of these two pedals. So for me, the Mooer Blues Crab sounds exactly like a Marshall BluesBreaker pedal. It really feels like it is a Marshall BluesBreaker just hidden in here. It's amazing how close it sounds. The way the knobs react, the way your guitar reacts with it, it really does feel a lot like the original BluesBreaker pedal. It's a really, really cool pedal. It really has that sound. Really has that sound. Captures it amazingly well. And I really like that they've gone after the look of it as well, a little bit with the color scheme. If you want to sound exactly like that BluesBreaker, just get one of these. It's so affordable, especially compared to what those original Marshall pedals are running used on the used market. This is an absolute steal. I really couldn't recommend it enough. It's just a great pedal. There's some magic in here because it really just sounds like the actual BluesBreaker pedal. It's amazing. The New X Morningstar, it's kind of playing a different game. You would have heard with the shine control off. It's pretty dark. It sounds a bit tube screamery, I would say, with the shine control off. There's a bit less gain on tap with the Morningstar as well. So, if you want more gain out of your BluesBreaker pedal, then I would go the Mooer. But when you turn the shine control on, it does get closer to the Mooer Blues Crab and therefore closer to the original Marshall BluesBreaker pedal. I think the shine control is cool because you can kind of set up your normal drive tone, and then turn on the shine control, and it's kind of like a boost to cut through a mix. It doesn't add any volume, but it adds EQ to cut through a bit more. So it's cool if you want a all-in-one light blues pedal to have some drive and boost. In terms of sounding like the BluesBreaker pedal though, I don't know if it hits the spot. I went to say mark and spot at the same time. Anyway, I don't think it hits the spot quite as well as the Mooer Blues Crab does. So for me, I will be relying on this for my BluesBreaker sounds. It sounds exactly like a BluesBreaker. It has lasted a lifetime on some of my pedal boards. It looks cool, and yeah, it just has the sound. So if I need a BluesBreaker sound, I'm picking this up straight away. If I need just a light overdrive that's transparent and it's got, you know, a few extra features, if I want a BluesBreaker to do a little bit more on my board in the same footprint, I would get this. Like I said, doesn't sound like a BluesBreaker as much as the Mooer does, but the New X is still a good shout if you're in the market for something like that. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Leave in the comments below which one you preferred, or if you've got any experience with either of these. I'd love to hear how you guys are using them, especially the New X. It's a newer pedal. I don't see it on many pedal boards, but I have seen this on a few pedal boards. So yeah, I'm interested to hear who's got what and which one you guys prefer. But anyway, that's all from me for this video. So I will see you guys in the next one.